how's everybody doing today? Welcome to a very special episode of the Collective Perspective podcast on episode 8 with my very good friend Logan.
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey. So, like we were talking about before, I was thinking about talking about things that are going on in the world, but I don't want to just focus on the world's fucked or something. Like, I want to have the main focus be the things that we can do together in order to make it better tomorrow. So, what was one of the topics that you wanted to talk about today? Was it just like toxic feminism?
Yes, the toxic femininity that is destroying relationships and overtaking the internet and shit like that. Like trends going around of women trashing their men behind their back, and that kind of stuff.
I mean, what about like toxic masculinity as well? Because the toxic energy isn't just females. Like, there's also toxic males out there that do shit like that.
That's very true, and I think that's a huge issue as well.
Yeah.
But the internet is more focused on the toxic femininity right now, and that feminism view is all focused on the toxic masculinity, which turns every man into a toxic male.
Exactly. We should be focusing on healing.
At some point, I feel like they should realize that hating men isn't feminism, that's hating men.
Yeah.
Feminism is wanting equality, wanting better wages, like wanting the same jobs as men, all that kind of shit. Same hours, same treatment, everything. You know what I mean? They don't get flirted with just because they're a chick. They don't get let into a bar for free just because they're a chick. That's what feminism stood for. They wanted equality. Not, we want better than what men get. Men are assholes. We deserve better. That's what it's turned into. That's not femininity. That's not feminism. That's hatred towards men. And I think that has become a major issue, along with the toxic masculinity, because I feel like as men, like as the internet grew, men found a way to be toxic in different ways. So the feminists found a different way to retaliate every time, and every time each side just starts a new fight. And
but how can we work together rather than fighting against each other? I think it's better
by realizing that we all fuck up.
Yeah.
By telling each other, all right, listen, you hate me, I hate you, let's actually figure out why.
And let's make better from it.
Exactly. I'm not talking about go to a therapist and talk about your issues, but find somebody you can trust who also has issues, and both of you talk them through. That's how I've gotten over a shit ton of my issues. You've helped me through some hard times by doing that. Like, I honestly don't understand why people have a hard time doing that.
Because they have their own things, and they're focusing on their own perspective, which is limited. Like, my perspective is limited too, but it's really easy to get caught up in like illusions and stuff. Like, everyone's against you, or you can like put shit against people, like project your own stuff onto them.
That's why I think people should listen to other people more often.
Oh shit. Yo, I'm stream this to you, bro, so you can see this shit.
Oh boy.
I'm stream this. Go live. I love this, bro. They have a new game. Can you see it?
Boy. It's loading. I really hope I can see it. Oh shit, I can.
Alright, come on.
What are this? This just turned into a fucking gaming podcast real quick.
Yes.
Hey, I'm down. But I honestly, like, when I think about all of the world shit going on, honestly, it puts me me in a rough mood because I start thinking about rebellion and going down to the police station and talking shit, trying to get to a government official. 'Cause I don't know where the fuck they're at.
Going so fucking fast right now.
Bro, what game are you playing? I might be able to join.
Forza.
Forza? What kind of computer you got?
I have a gaming laptop.
Oh shit, I have a Chromebook.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do Forza on a Chromebook.
Yeah. You know what? I might be able to do it on my phone.
But I mean, like, the best rebellion is just like knowledge and like getting like taking responsibility for your life and your own path, and then passing on your wisdom to other people. Because then together we can make the changes that are necessary from like learning from our own experiences.
Exactly. I think more people need to focus on
Commonalities
how should I put that?
differences.
Exactly. We shouldn't worry about, like, literally when I was growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in, skin color didn't matter. It was how you acted. If we didn't like how you acted, you weren't a part of the group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was how it was. If you acted off, we didn't chill with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's all about don't trust him because he's that color. It's stereotypes, all this kind of shit. Because the internet has basically taken over. And I honestly think that the only platform that isn't completely controlled by the government, dare I say, is TikTok.
No, that's controlled
Because
by the Chinese government.
That's why I say, dare I say, not controlled by the government. Because the Chinese government wants us to go down. Think about that. With the Taiwan shit going on, they promote our rebellion so that they can invade at the worst possible time. Although that's just a theory, and I probably sound like a fucking nut. Yeah, speculation. I speculate.
Like all the shit that's promoted on there is fucking stupid shit, bro. Like we're focusing on fucking like doing dances and shit when we should be focusing on like how we want to create our future.
I'm not on that side of TikTok. I'll tell you that now. Yeah. I am on a completely different side of TikTok where it's everyone is talking about how the world is going to shit and we need to make a stand and step up and all that kind of shit. Like, I get those videos every time I go on TikTok. I think it has to do with what you first liked.
Yeah.
Because what I first liked was gaming videos where people said fucked up shit.
Yeah.
The hilarious shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these guys can't upload those videos anymore. So now they're uploading podcasts, and they're talking about why they can't upload those videos anymore. Because of community guidelines, how TikTok is all fucked up. And then slowly, the Daily Wire got on there. And then we got the news. You can tell the Daily Wire, that's our actual news. I get my news from the Daily Wire. Because ABC and Fox and all those kinds of stuff, I follow them just to see what they post. And they post bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. Like, they'll post Biden talking, and it's just him rambling on about some random thing.
Interesting.
Like, it has no point, no meaning, nothing. And then the Daily Wire is essentially breaking down everything the government does. And I love it because Ben Shapiro puts it in words that people can understand. Not complicated words. Like, he'll say, essentially, the government is being a bunch of assholes, and they're trying to control us. Like, he's literally one of the first people I heard say that the government is trying to take control of women's bodies and they're going to start it with abortions. And then all of a sudden the bill was passed for abortion. But he's not the only one, I will say. There's a shit ton of people on TikTok freaking out about that. And freaking out how that's not the only thing they're going to do. They're slowly going to strip away human rights. Like gay marriage, that's under threat too. The ability to make your kid trans, that's under threat. The surgery to make a kid trans, they're trying to make that illegal. And they're trying to bring back segregation, which is in like, I've seen the papers myself. Not in person, but I've seen the papers a dozen times on TikTok, and I looked it up. It's a real fucking thing. On it, it says, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to try to find it, but it literally talks about segregation. It talks about making the church more powerful, giving the church more money so it can do more stuff, and like banning all other religions, all that kind of shit. Like 1800s type shit, dude.
But they think we ain't gonna take a stance.
That's where they fucked up. They fucked up and chose this generation to do that.
Yeah.
If they did it like 20, 30 years ago, they might have gotten away with it. But now, no. Nah. Gen Z does not give two fucks about their own lives. Like, almost every kid I know has or is suicidal. It's fucking crazy. Almost every kid I talk to, even the ones that seem normal, are like, yeah, no, I've tried to kill myself. Or they have cuts on their arms, so they're always wearing hoodies. It's actually ridiculous. And we live in a community of rich people. And you still see all this shit. I think it's just because the way we were raised, you know what I mean? Like, I know my parents, they were there for me when I needed clothes, a house, and food. You know what I mean? Everything else, they told me I had to work for it. So, I did. And now I'm a blue collar worker. A lot of kids are. Especially a lot of rich kids. But a lot of the kids that are like middle class, that are like almost rich but not quite, a lot of them are doing hard fucking drugs, bro. And I mean, like, dude, heroin, cocaine, fucking Molly, dude, it's bad. Like, really bad. I know a few kids at Barnstable High School that do pills and shit on the daily. They've probably consumed at least 6,000 pills already. And they're my age. It's quite scary. Yeah. But fact of the matter is, if push comes to shove, Gen Z's gonna take that shove and pull out a gun. Because we're not gonna fuck around with our lives at some point. Like, after a certain point, Gen Z straightens out. I know that. I know we will. Because that's how it's worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how humanity has survived.
Yeah.
If they fucked up before, they learned from their mistakes and kept going.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna learn from our mistakes. And this is it. We learn we can't be lazy anymore.
Yep.
When the government tries to fucking take over.
Yeah, we can't just like let this shit happen, because then we're gonna end up like all of the other regimes that have committed serious human rights violations, like the dictatorships. It will turn into a dictatorship if we don't take action and really stand up for what is necessary and come together.
Exactly. So what I think we should do is, honestly, I think we wait. We wait until they send the military. Just listen. Because I plan on joining the military. So when they send the military, mind you, I've talked to a shit ton of other kids who want to join the military. and who are in programs to join the military as soon as they get out of high school. A shit ton of them. Over 100, I'll say that. And fucking every single one of them has said, yeah, I'll stand by you. If we try to take over the people, we're gonna drop our arms. So the military ain't gonna do shit, and that's the government's only weapon. They could turn police on us, but then again, you got the military behind the people's back. But the police are just as corrupt as the government because the government is the ones paying the police off.
Bro, you just said
The military doesn't give two fucks. The military... Yes, I did. What the fuck just happened?
I just fell off.
Bro, the military, they fight for the people. Most of their mottos mean for the people. You know what I mean? Like, every time people go to war, like, my great-grandfather, he's told me a dozen stories about World War II. In each and every story, he starts with, when I was thinking about your great-grandmother. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. And then something went wrong because him and the other boys weren't paying attention because they had 1 second to think about the people back home. And then they got into that fight and they turned that thought into motivation. And that's how they kept fucking going. Because, like, they thought if this doesn't work, we're gonna get invaded. And if we get invaded, our women get killed. Our babies get killed. What happens then? We have to fight them off. On our homeland, we'll rock them. But we better rock them here, so we don't gotta rock them there. And that's what we did. World War II, the Cold War. I can't really say Vietnam, because Vietnam was like... It's an iffy situation.
Yeah. Like, nobody really knew why they were there. What the motivations were.
Yeah, that one was a mess. And then we have the most recent one, the war in Iraq. Or not Iraq, in Afghanistan. Fucking, oh my god,
We haven't
dude.
found any weapons of mass destruction yet, have we? That was Iraq.
No, not yet.
That was Iraq, actually.
Yeah, no. I'm so mad that Joe Biden pulled out of Afghanistan. So fucking mad. Because we had control. It was almost over. And then we left. 3 days later, the Taliban had complete control over Afghanistan. 3 fucking days later. The Afghan military was not prepared for that at all. I guarantee you, they spent a day planning, a day prepping, and a day taking over. Because that's how the Taliban does shit. But a lot of people are saying, how the fuck do you think an 80-year-old man leaves a fight? He leaves like a bitch, apparently. I say
He limps away.
that... I say that what we should do is we should fucking... Oh my god, I literally just had it in my head. Okay, what we should do is we should literally instill a fucking amendment or a law, something that tells us that you have to have some qualification for becoming the president.
Definitely.
Because, like, if you're a veteran and you go to school to become a president, fuck yeah, you can run. If you went to school, you can run. If you're a veteran, go to school for like a year, sure. Alright? But at least have some reason to want to run your country. Because I know so many veterans are sitting there thinking, I could do this shit better. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to warfare. I think it's best to have a veteran as a president, like George fucking Washington, and the first, like, 5 presidents we had, all fought for us. The second president fought with Washington. The third one fought with the second one. It just keeps fucking going. They earned their titles. Nowadays, people just buy it. Yeah. Like, I've seen pictures of Joe Biden signing blank pieces of paper. His signature on blank pieces of paper. He's not a real president. He's a fucking puppet president, dude. The dude clearly has dementia. He can't remember, like, half the time he's looking around like he doesn't know where the fuck he is. Think about it. Pawpaw's lost. We gave Pawpaw the job, and now Pawpaw is lost.
We should show him.
Grandpappy don't know what to do.
We should show him to the exit.
He's constantly trying to find the exit, dude.
Hey, we'll help him eventually. We'll help him find the exit.
His speeches, and he's just looking around. He looks like he's trying to find the exit. But again, I say Joe Biden is a puppet president.
Yep. But what can we do to really
Like,
build that?
I don't care how many Democrats tell me. Yeah, I don't care how many people on the left side tell me he's a great fucking president. The dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Other people are doing his job for him. 80, 90 years old. He shouldn't be president. There should be an age limit on being president. If you possibly have dementia, you can't be the president of the United States.
Yeah, I mean that should already be a thing. Like that should already kind of be something. I think that would be something that'd be kind of self-explanatory, but
yes, sir. Yo, should I take the takes?
Yeah, sure.
Anthony.
He's a fun guy. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Ooh, that was really close.
Dude, what are you doing?
Drifting.
Alright, I'm gonna race better than you real quick. While I'm smoking this J. Can I talk about that shit on here? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. We don't do no censorship.
I bet. I'm gonna take the shrooms in a bit too.
Bet. I already took some acid. It hasn't really kicked in yet.
I know. I want to take them before you start tripping balls.
I only took like a half.
So that we could reach our
For the second
peaks
episode.
around the same time. So when you start feeling it, I'll take them. Where's the drift this game? What the fuck?
This one isn't really a drift car. I just kind of had it. So it's not the anymore.
And you know what? You know what I'm gonna get?
What are you gonna get?
Hang on. Let me try to find it real quick because it was a really fucking fun game.
I'll get. I know you like the Demons and Hellcats. So I'll pull up with the demon.
Asphalt 9 Legends.
Oh, that's an interesting game.
I love it. Dude, Injustice, that game's so much fun.
Definitely.
Like, God damn, Mother Nature, you smoking half my J. I guess it's give and take with that bitch.
What do you mean? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, damn, Mother Nature's smoking half my J.
Oh shit! I think you said Mother J.
I
I
guess
was like,
give
who the
and
fuck
take.
is? Who the fuck is that? Why is she smoking the entire joint?
This dosey dose.
Yes, sir. That's just gas.
Getting fizz up. It feels great though, bro. It tastes fucking phenomenal. And it gives me a great high.
Hey,
Very talkative one.
I'm glad to hear it. Oh, you see?
It's like the perfect fucking podcast weed.
Yes.
Bro, let me know when you get that fucking packet, I'm hot, so I'm
Oh,
remembering
the
random shit.
snacks. The snacks, bro. Yeah, I'll let you know when the snacks come.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Dude, I want some of them fucking Asian Doritos shit. That looked good, bro.
Yes, sir.
The fucking, what was it? The grilled chicken? That shit looked good.
Oh, were they Lay's?
And dude, I gotta get some more of those fucking Mountain Dew.
Yes, I'm all out of the mango ones.
I gotta get more of those lemonade. Oh, wait. My dad really wants the fucking Major Melon.
Okay.
Dude, if you can get more Major Melon, bro, my dad buy like cases of that shit. He loved it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll try to see if I can get some tomorrow. I'm gonna do this like first.
And I'll let you know. I'll let him know too.
Yeah, this game is so much fun.
Oh boy.
Too much gas. But also, like, what we should do something so people, like, especially in like the Supreme Court, like, they shouldn't be able to like serve life. Like, there should be elections for the people in the Supreme Court, like it is for like other people that are in office. But what should people take away from this episode to really, so we can come together for something that's beneficial for all of us? Because we all need to be educated. We all need to be like connected, a higher version of ourselves. Yeah.
I think for the moment, forget about our differences. Fuck them. They don't matter. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all bleed. We all feel the same. Alright? If you're looking at somebody, there's a difference. But if you really want to talk to them, there ain't gonna be no difference. Alright? If they're an asshole, they're an asshole. It is what it is. Live by that. Your life will be good. But don't how should I put this? Don't make a job your life too. Because if you make your job your life, sure, you can make a lot of money, but at the end of the day,
I want to make my
you gotta
life in my
sacrifice
job.
something. Yeah, you have to sacrifice something. So do what makes you happy, so you don't have to sacrifice anything. And if doing what makes you happy doesn't make you a lot of money, find a way around that. Make a lot of fucking money. You know, people have done it. At first, people didn't believe in Amazon, and now look at where it is.
Yep.
Like, I could probably name a dozen fucking things that people said nobody was gonna use, and now everybody fucking use it.
All starts with
When
that.
Fortnite first came out, I said nobody was gonna play it. Everybody plays that bitch. What were you gonna say? Hello?
What? Oh yeah. What was I saying? Shit.
I don't know. Is it kicking in?
Oh, slightly. It was to just take that first step. towards
Shit.
That. Yeah, so it started a little bit. I feel a little bit. But it's just
Alright,
to take that
alright,
first step towards
alright.
that vision that you have. But
Oh, believe me, I will. I gotta finish up my meeting with Mary J real quick.
understandable. I be drifting in this bitch.
Dude, when we start gaming, it's just gonna turn into a fucking gaming podcast. Because as soon as I go inside,
I don't want it to just be like a
Dude.
gaming podcast. I want it to have like some interesting thoughts and critical thinking of what we can do together.
I think we can do that and game at the same time.
Exactly. I can race in a demon, and I can talk about.
We can talk about racing,
Yes. Really out here.
and we can
racing
talk
in
about
bag.
everything else.
But there's more
Now
important
walk out.
things to race to in the back.
No, I'm not.
What about?
I'm about to smack a bit.
What about peace and community?
1 second, I'm walking inside.
Got you.
Alright, go. Go.
Oh, shit.
You're good, my man.
Word. Like what? Like I mean, racing to the bag is definitely very fun. It's definitely very fun, and it has a lot of knowledge. But there's things that are a lot more important than just money, because that shit's anime. Like they just be printing this shit like it don't mean nothing. What's definitely what's really.
How are we
valuable
supposed
is,
to
like,
win a
connection.
game? Bro, how are we supposed to win a game where the rules are always changing and we can never change the rules? Like, think about it. You can't do shit if the rules are always changing and you can't change them. So, just go with the flow. Take the punches that you have to take. If you absolutely have to sacrifice something, okay. Don't make unnecessary sacrifices just because you feel like you need something. Think it over.
What
Do
mean
you
by that?
really need it?
Okay.
Do you really need it, or do you want it?
Or do you think that you?
Because there's a lot of people who think that they should get whatever they want, and that's not right. You should work for whatever you want, get whatever you need until you turn 18. Then you work for your needs. So, I think parenting has also fucked up this generation.
Yes.
Like,
More
the kids
importantly,
nowadays,
Yeah.
they don't know how to function. You know what I mean? It's tough. Oh, some kids, dude. Some kids think that they own the fucking world. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand, dude. Today when I was on a date, fucking 10-year-old girl started screaming and crying, laying on the ground because she didn't get ice cream. Almost 10, bro. My brother doesn't do that. He's 12. When he was 10 years old, if he didn't get ice cream, my parents would just be like, we'll do it next time. He went, okay. Because if he screamed and cried, he got a smack on the butt. And that's not abuse. That's punish. You don't freak out in public because you don't get what you want. That's not how the world works. That's how my parents were raised. That's how their parents were raised. That's how their parents were raised. It goes on for generations. That's how the world works. I was raised with a very tight grip on reality because my parents wanted to just push me out into the world, get me out there and get me ready. As soon as I was old enough, they had me go get a job. And I worked all summer, some through the school year, and then I left. Worked again the next summer, quit, / got fired. And then I worked at Lambert's. And then quit. And now I work for Cape Dairy. And I bust my ass so I can get what I want. Listen to this. I do what I hate to get what I want. That's how the world works. That's how you should live. If you have to, bust your ass so you can get what you want and what you need. If you don't have to, and you can make that money easy, do it. Because then you won't have to be a blue-collar worker. You won't get laid off at some point. You know what I mean? Just because you get old doesn't mean you can't drive the truck or that kind of stuff. With a blue-collar job, if you get too old, you can't drive the truck. If you get too old, you can't work equipment. If you get too old, you get fired. That's how it works. So, if you work blue-collar all your life and waste all your money, you're not gonna go into a happy retirement. You're gonna bust your ass and break your body all your life just to end up working at a supermarket or a gas station. Because those are the only people that'll take you. So, I say if you get an opportunity to make that money easy, take it. So you don't have to waste your life busting your ass. Because 50-50, it won't work out. It doesn't work out for a lot of people, and I see it a lot. A lot of really old people working, man.
It's sad.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
This generation doesn't want to work because they can make money easy. That's an opportunity everyone has now. So I'm not saying make money via TikTok or YouTube or shit like that. Like, if that's your career already, you do you, my man. You know what I mean? You do you. But if you're trying to make that your career, I would say the creators that are really popular now, I think they're just gonna stay the most popular until the fall of YouTube.
I don't think that, because more people will gain attraction and you'll grow over time if your content grows.
Think about it though. There's such a diverse group of quote-unquote high-tier YouTubers already. Like, think about it. There's PewDiePie, and then there's KSI, right? Two very different YouTubers. And then you got the Sidemen and the Boys. Two very different YouTube groups. You got Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Similar YouTubers, but what really attracts their fans is when they get together and do stuff. They do a lot of that. And it's the same with Markiplier and his friends, Wade and Bob. But when it comes to going down the list, like, who else was it? Fuck. All of the, like, CSGO, COD, all of those guys that play those games, they're getting real.
Cut out.
Like, Gen Z's getting that involves violence. Farming simulator, bee simulator, shit like that. You know what I mean? Your regular ass games that they would view for you and let you know if it's a good game or not. But with these guys, they're being caught and they're playing CSGO. And for a little bit they had to play Fortnite, which was awful. But they also play GTA and Red Dead and all this kind of shit. And they're saying such fucked up yet. But they're saying such fucked up shit. And it's like, it's not even fucked up. It just makes you think. And like, half of it is jokes about our government. And every fucking time you think like, wait a minute, that joke has some truth to it. Because all of them know what the fuck they're talking about. They have to deal with government workers who are surveying their video every day. So I feel like when it comes to YouTube, I feel like that's gonna die out within the next like 5-10 years as Gen Z gets older.
I don't think so. I think that has the most value. That's the most valuable platform that we have right now, because anybody can promote their content and create amazing content.
Yeah, man. TikTok's taking over the world. I swear to God, TikTok is taking over the world, my man. Because like all the YouTubers I just listed,
get, like, actual like content from that isn't just like short bits. Like, that's it.
TikTok is making 6-minute long videos. The next update is gonna have 6-minute long videos. That's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna make short videos to attract people, because Gen Z has a small attention span. But I agree full-heartedly with what you're saying. It is definitely one of my favorite platforms. And if it dies out, I'm gonna be very sad. But I just have a gut feeling that, you know, YouTube will be irrelevant at some point. Just at some point. Not now, but at some point YouTube is gonna have some repercussions for what they let slide and shit.
We should have like a platform that's more free than that though, because if we allow them to like censor content like that, there's an extremely slippery slope that will only lead to bad things for all of us. So if they do try to do something like that, it's our responsibility to push back against that, to show that we won't tolerate abuses on our ability for free speech and sharing knowledge that is beneficial for all people.
Bro, did you hear about the fucking bill to pass? Cops can, like, they don't have to read you your Miranda rights. Did you hear about that?
No.
They can just stop you and arrest you. And now they're trying to pass a bill that says it's illegal to record cops. So now cops can do whatever the fuck they want. Think about that.
That's a very large abuse.
This is bad, bro.
Yeah.
I think this is their first step towards taking us over.
So what are we gonna do about it?
Honestly, man, I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. Like,
What makes you think that? We've already done this in the past.
well,
If enough
we'd
people
have to
come
actually.
yeah, of course.
I don't think you understand. We'd actually have to rebel, like right now, for that. And I personally don't think we're ready. Not yet. I think the teens that are teens now need to grow up.
Yes.
And when they grow up and realize how fucked the world actually is, I think they then will be ready to take on the government. So I give it like 5-10 years top.
Still plant the seeds for love now. And freedom for all.
Mm-hmm.
There's some freedoms that
Yes, sir.
in order to, like, the greatest freedom is sacrificing lesser freedoms, which I've noticed. Like, if you want, like, the freedom that comes with good health, like, you have to give up the freedom of just eating whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
If you want the freedom of being able to work properly with a good schedule, you have to give up the freedom of just doing whatever, whenever the fuck you want to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you wanna live in a society that's beneficial for all people, you have to give up, like, the freedom just to do whatever the fuck you want and kill people.
Yeah.
But what are the freedoms that we need to stand for? Is the real question. And the things that we should limit upon the people that are leading us. So it's more of a circular. Yeah, exactly. Freedom of speech is extremely useful because we need it in order to stay educated. Because all they fucking teach us is lies.
Carry. And yes, all they do teach us is lies, which is bullshit. The schooling we got to get into on another podcast. But
Yes.
one, we need to start protecting our basic civil rights, our human rights. You know, the right to abortion, the right to record cops if you feel unsafe, and, you know, refuse to ask questions if you believe you did nothing wrong. So, all of that is going to be stripped away. We need to fight for that, for sure. But another thing would be the right to carry. We need to fight for that. Without that, America becomes weak. Think about it.
But right before
Almost
all of the major things, like before the massacres, like in Germany, during Nazi Germany, what they did before they killed all of the Jews is they took all of their guns of all of the people before it happens, so that they were weak
like,
and they
literally
could be taken advantage of. The same way happened in China and in a lot of other places around
literally
the world where there was massacres. I can pull up probably at least 7 or 8, all the same.
Bro, they're just literally, like, I think it's literally just over 80% of the population has fucking weapons. That's more than our entire fucking military. Think about that. There are more civilians than our entire fucking military. Over 80% of our civilians are armed. All of our troops are armed. 80% of the civilians is at least 20% more than the entire military.
Yeah. So really, who really has the power here?
Yeah. And they're trying to take that away. I wonder why.
But doing it now is dividing and conquering us because they splitting us apart based on all these stupid ass differences, like promoting like differences in race and shit. Like I've seen videos where in Congress, like all of the people describe themselves based on like how they look and their appearance, like how they're dressed. When you're so much more than your body, like you aren't your body.
Exactly.
Like skin color doesn't fucking matter. We're all humans. And it's weird how they still like kind of promote that shit like it's like woke, but it really isn't, because you see where the fuck they're coming from. It's like that shit doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter whether I'm fucking white, pink, or fucking purple, bro. Like it doesn't make a difference. It matters what's inside.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, real talk.
All right. Can we do a break in between the first and second podcast?
Sure, of course. I'm probably gonna smoke in between the first and second. Where are we right now? We're at like 51 minutes. We're almost at an hour. This is gonna be.
You want to come off?
Sure. Well, thank you
Okay.
for listening to episode 8 of the Collective Perspective podcast. I hope each and every single one of you is having an amazing day. And I know it seems grim, but we can make it better together every single day based on the choices that we make. And it's all about how you look at it. It's all working out for the better. It might take a little bit of time, but we're going to make it regardless. We've done it before, so we'll do it again.
You already know what it is, boy.
Yes, sir. Alright, well, I hope you have a great rest of your night, and see you on
You too,
episode
man.
9.